Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Yesterday on Instagram, I asked on both my Instagram accounts, the BME Life and my personal Instagram. You can follow me here. I asked you guys if you had any questions that you would like for me to answer. I just want to first of all thank every single one of you who asked the questions, because every time I do a Q&A, I feel very insecure, because I just feel like no one will ask any questions. So anyways, just thank you guys for asking questions. So first question by 11GSS. That's Gerardo Salinas. Okay, this is what he said. Engineering.
Meme review.
He actually asked that in both Instagram accounts, and I just want to say, Gerardo, we will be doing that maybe next week. Well, no, because next week is spring break, but the following week we'll be doing some engineering meme reviews with the Orion Creative, maybe. So yeah, it will be fun. Thank you so much for the idea. So next question is by Kaflo Bren. It's Brenda. Thank you, Brenda, for asking the question. Her question is, where will be your first trip in your new car? I guess my first trip will probably be to Austin, just because I know Adrian and I love going to Austin, and that's probably gonna be the first trip we make with the Mini. I'm very excited about that. So those were the two questions in my personal account, and now I'm gonna go to the BME Life. There's actually like quite a bit of questions, but some of them are repeated. So this question is by Tanya Cruz, 30. I met you at the Intro to BME panel. Thank you for asking this question. She asked, what are the top 3 hardest classes you have taken so far? Any tips for those classes? Okay, so this is actually a very good question. Since, we're both in the same school and the same program. I want to say biocompatibility, biotransport, and it has to be like cell bio or biomaterials. Just gonna go with cell bio. But yeah, it was definitely one of my hardest classes. Back then it was really hard, just having the lab plus the lecture. Just the lab was like so much work. It was like so overwhelming. I learned a lot in that class, about cell culture mostly. And since I'm right now in a research lab, it taught me a lot of intro stuff too for cell culture stuff. I didn't do so good in the tests, but I never read the book. So I want to say read the book, maybe that'll help, because definitely don't rely on the slides only, because yeah, I did that and it didn't help. Biocompatibility is an elective. It was material heavy, there was a lot of stuff. There's only 4 tests in the whole semester, so each one is 25%, so it's gonna hurt you if you do really bad. But she grades the test by standard deviation, so that means that your grade depends on how well you do compared to the other people in the class. Yeah, it was a lot of material to study, but honestly it was probably one of the most interesting classes I've taken. It wasn't hard material, it was more knowing about how the body functions, so it wasn't hard, it was just a lot of material. But I don't know, the tests were all essay format, so the questions were a little tricky, but I think you kind of just get the hang of it after the first test, so you'll be fine. The third class would be biotransport, which I'm taking right now. I don't know about any tips for that one, because I'm taking it right now and I didn't do so well on the first test. But I would say, I started studying the day before. Definitely don't do that, I guess for everything, just take your time and don't procrastinate. So next question is, I'm not sure how to say this name, Zenab Hamshed. Thank you so much for asking this question. And her question is, am I applicable to do an internship in your country, and what are the requirements? I'm not sure, to be honest, but I would say that there has to be internships, or if not internships, at least like REUs during the summer for international students. I honestly don't know. Would have to look into it and maybe make a video about it. I could like talk to some of my international friends, but I am pretty sure that anyone with the right documentation can come and study here or get an internship here during the summer or something like that. So yeah, I think you could. Next question is by Alfredo, not sure how you say your username, but he asked, do Vans land upright? I honestly don't know what you're talking about. Adrian told me that's like a thing trending right now, but let me look it up because I don't know. Vans land upright no matter how you toss them. Whoa, I haven't heard about this, but as a biomedical engineer, we shall test this. So I don't have any Vans. I just have these shoes, but I guess we can test these. Here's the shoe. Let's see. Thank you, Alfredo, for the question. I hope that answers your question. Next question is Violet Camera Guy. He said, congrats on the new job. What's it like since it's a startup? Would you say it has future potential? Thank you for congratulating me. I'm very excited, very blessed. You know, I wouldn't be able to say right now what it is like since I haven't started working there yet. But from what I could tell from the interview, you know, it was a really, really nice experience. Like, it's a really small company. Like, it's probably like 5 employees including the CEO and the CTO and the vice president and all that. But because of that, you know, they were the ones actually interviewing me, so that was really cool. I can tell you that I'm very excited about getting to work with people with so much experience. And since it's a small company, you know, they don't have hundreds of people to do hundreds of tasks. They have 5 people to do everything. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna learn a lot, so I'm excited about that. But actually, I just want to mention really quick that during my product development class, my professor said that as a BME recent graduate, like if you just graduated from BME, you should aim for going towards startups rather than big companies, which was like, what? Because like I always, you know, aimed for big companies. You know, I'm like, oh, I want to work for Medtronic or Johnson & Johnson, you know. You always want that. You always aim to the top, you know. But he said, like, no, like, you need to aim for startups because they're actually going to pay you more and you're going to get more experience. So that was really interesting. And yeah, I don't want to get too much into detail on that, but if you want a video about that, you know, I can make one, so let me know. Next question. Okay, there's actually 3 questions and they're all from the same person. She is Awesome Sauce. Awesome username. Thank you so much for asking these questions. I really, really appreciate it. First question was, are you currently doing an internship? So no, I'm not currently doing an internship. I am currently in a research lab on campus in the BME department. But I did apply for a summer internship this summer. Recently for a medical and device company, and I had the interview and everything, and instead of giving me an internship, they actually hired me as a part-time. I don't know if I should consider it an internship or not because it's a part-time job, but it's pretty much the same thing, you know. But yeah, like I mentioned before, I haven't started there yet. I will be starting there Monday after spring break. So. And the next question is, what's the hardest BME class you've taken? Okay, so I think Tanya already asked this. Like I said, cell bio, biotransport, biocompatibility, maybe biomaterials too. And biomechanics it was like hard, but no, okay, it wasn't really hard. Biotransport, biocompatibility, and cell bio. Yeah. What are you most interested in BME related? I don't know, honestly, that is a really hard question. I really love the biology side, you know, like the B in the BME, I guess. Love learning about how our body functions and just all the little things that make it up. To me, it's just so crazy to learn all these things and realize that we really do have we really were wonderfully made. And I do enjoy the cell culture and tissue engineering side of it, but I also want to get more exposed to the product and industry side of BME and just designing medical devices and just, I don't know, that's a really hard question because I feel like everything in BME is really interesting. How you can combine BME and space exploration, that's really interesting too. That's a really, really hard question, but you can let me know down below what you're most interested in BME wise. Last question for today by Aya Ad. I'm not sure if I said your name right, but thank you for asking this question. She said, I am a first year BME student. To be honest, I am excited about this field, but I fear dislike in its career life. Advice? I feel you. It is a very exciting field. I'm glad you're excited. I can give you my perspective. I was scared of not liking it too, or scared of not being good enough. But you don't have anything to be scared of. If you really enjoy biology, physiology, anatomy, if you enjoy other sciences like chemistry, physics, and you just you want to innovate and things like that, I think BME will be the perfect career for you. And there's a lot of routes that you can go with it, you're not chained to a specific track that you have to take. So don't be scared, because if you like the research side, you can always do research. If you like academia, just do academia. If you want to go work for a company, you can go for a company. And all of those are divided into smaller branches, different fields like regenerative medicine, devices, imaging, biomechanics, prosthesis. There's a lot of things that you can do with BME. As long as you like the science and the math behind it. From there, there's a lot of things that you can do with BME, so I'm sure you'll find something that you'll love with it. So don't worry about it. Okay guys, well, I think those were all the questions. Again, thank you all so much for asking the questions, and I'll see you next time. Bye.